quick one. Someone recently asked me that how do we navigate arguments and fights in the marriage, or in my marriage particularly, and how do other couples do it as well, couples that I've spoken to. So this just goes through all types of marriages, whether it's open marriages, closed marriages, and polygamous and monogamous marriages, I guess. I don't know what other types are there. You can just add it in. Or interracial marriages, or same culture marriages as well, and same racial marriages as well. And really, I'm just here to say that we have learned, we do fight. So first of all, to answer the question, we do fight, but we have learned, and after numerous sessions of couples therapy, we've learned to fight fairly. So I would just urge you to first of all fight fairly with your partner, because this is your friend, this is your life partner, this is somebody you live with day to day, and this is somebody that you communicate with day to day, and perhaps think about all the time. So you've got to learn to fight fairly. And this also goes to say that how do you fight fairly? And for us, first of all, we've learned to be respectful when we're fighting. And in the past years, perhaps we did not insert, or we were not as respectful. You would hear the fight is probably just between us, and then before you know it, people's families are being called and brought into the fight without their knowledge. And this is a marriage between the two of us, and it was just never fair. And you know that if you want a fight to escalate, disrespect your partner by bringing in other disrespectful things, if you know what I mean, right? Or just being extremely petty in a fight or an argument. Because again, with arguments on fights can just build up from the smallest things. In our house, we fight about the smallest things, and our fights perhaps maybe happen once or twice in the month, and that is during the time when Madame over here, her hormones are just all over the place. And then before we know it, I start to unpack all the things that have angered me during the course of the month. The fact that your socks were in this place, they were outside the laundry basket, couldn't you just have put it in? You know, you left the glass here. Just such small things can build up. So learn to fight respectfully. And then secondly, we try to stick to the present. We don't fight to say, you remember the other time, you remember last month, for what? Your main aim at this particular time, or during this particular argument or fight, or when you're having a talk with your partner, is resolution. You want to resolve the issue. So when you start bringing in past mistakes or things that your partner did, it's only just going to get a lot more heated up. Yeah, that's what I've learned. And then secondly, also, we've tried to, and I urge you to try to eliminate name calling. It's not necessary. You're lazy, you're this, you're hot-headed, you're hot-headed. The reason as to why I cannot get through you, or I'm not happy with you, because you're this, or you're built like this. It's not necessary. And recently I spoke to a friend of mine that I have known for more than 20 years. She really just said to me that it's never that serious. Even a marriage is never that serious. If you are going to reach to a point of arguing, calling names, disrespecting somebody, refusing to compromise, and yet marriage really is just all about compromise at the end of the day. It comes down to that. So she said to me, Harriet, it's never that serious. If the glass has been left here and it's supposed to be there, so what? Pick it up, you know? If the pair of socks is outside of the laundry basket, so what, you know? So, and I am also very lucky that I am with somebody who is a lot more cool-headed. So when we're having a terrible argument or a heated up fight, one person always walks away or tries to calm the other down, and it's always my partner. So that is also a plus. Well, guys, thanks for now. So the key is compromise, be respectful, eliminate name calling as much as possible or completely, and just stick to the present. Bye bye, and I'll see you guys, well, when another question is asked. Mwah.